Hey guys, Jonah here. I am stuck inside due to being quarantined. For the virus, I'm not allowed to leave the house unless it's essential. So I hope you guys are staying safe and staying sane because it's kind of boring just being trapped inside. But I thought I would make a quick video that's different from my cover videos. I want to tell a story about a cover that I filmed last year that actually sent me to the ER. It did not end well, and it was this cover here.
I know how it goes. Even when you're angry, even when I'm cold, don't you ever leave me. Don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone.
It all started with this idea that I had. I wanted a piano in the middle of a field. Like the piano guys, you know how they always just have a piano somewhere crazy on a cliff or something. But I had my mind set on this. I was like, I'm gonna film this cover in the middle of a field with a piano somehow. So I found a piano on Craigslist. It was like 25 bucks. They were trying to get rid of it. I borrowed my cousin's truck and I rented a trailer from U-Haul. Went over there, I had my friend and my brother help me put the piano onto the trailer. It was the heaviest thing in the world. The day before, I had actually called a local park, not too far from here. Beautiful park. But they have, it's not just open to the public. You can't just do whatever you want at the park. It's, there's people in charge. So I called and asked if I could film a music video in their field. I was like, I will have a piano with me. I don't think they realized how big the piano would be. And she, to my surprise, was like, you know what? I actually have a friend who does music videos all the time. We're very supportive of local musicians. So yeah, go ahead, just don't ruin the grass. I was like, all right, sweet. So I drove my truck into the middle of the field, like into the park, drove it into the middle of the field. I met my videographer, Robbie, there, so it was just us two. And we took the piano off the trailer, and all of a sudden it was exactly like how I had imagined. It was this beautiful old vintage piano in the middle of a field. I was like, this is exactly what I want. I was so excited. And that's where it all went wrong. I have a family friend. I don't know him very well. I'm going to let him remain anonymous so that you guys don't send him hate, because he's the one who ended up sending me to the ER. I made a post on Facebook about doing this video, and he was like, hey, I have a drone. You want me to bring my drone out and get some extra footage? And I was like, dude, that would be amazing. Obviously I want a drone for sure. So he just came out. I didn't hire him, I didn't pay him or anything. He just came out with his drone. Didn't know him very well. And we were shooting. We had gotten all of the shots. So my videographer, Robbie, got all his shots with his regular camera the way we usually film. After that, we were like, let's get some drone shots. And dude, this guy was flying this drone pretty close to my head. If you watch here, you can see it's like pretty close to my head here. And I was definitely nervous about that, but I tried to stay in character. I was like, I'm just gonna keep performing. It'll be fine. He's not gonna hit me, I remember he even made a joke saying, I might give you a haircut, which I should have just been like, dude, you're too close to my head. Like, let's get far away. And really what I wanted were far away shots. I didn't really want like super close up shots. But then it all went wrong when he was looking at the screen, evidently, that shows him, kind of where the drone is. He wasn't looking at the drone itself. He was looking at the screen, didn't realize how close he was to my head, and that is when this happened. And you'll see the drone, it almost like jolts forward, and then it dips down, it slows down and dips down right into my head. And you can see it hitting me. Here's where it hits me. Yeah, ow. So let's put that in slow motion here, because you can actually see the propeller hit my forehead. Now, you might not realize You might not realize how powerful these drones are, but the propellers broke off from hitting my head. It first hit me right here, and then it like kept flying into my head, and I like grabbed it and threw it on the ground. And I was like, I remember just being shocked from the impact. Like, it was really forceful. I was like, whoa. But I was like, all right, well, that was weird. All right, let's keep filming, you know. And then they kind of looked at me, Robbie and this other guy, they just looked at me like, and I was like, what? And all of a sudden, blood just started gushing down my head. And I was like, crap. And my first thought, I was like, did we get the shots? Did we get the shots that we need? Because I put so much work into getting that piano out there, and all for nothing. Like, please tell me we got the shots. And they were like, yeah, we got the shots. You got to go to the hospital, dude. And blood was gushing. At first I thought it was just back here. I didn't realize I had a cut here. I have a big ass gash. I remember the drone flyer, who shall remain nameless, gave me a shirt to wrap around my head, and I wrapped it like back here. And he was like, no, there's more. Like, there's more on the front. And you can actually see the scar still right there. And it was just dripping blood all over. And I had to cover my head. And he took me into his car, drove me to the ER. And, dude, the nurses thought it was pretty, like, crazy. They were like, you got hit by a drone? Like, what? Like, they had never seen it before, you know? But I ended up having to get, this was pretty bad. This back here, I had to get 8 staples back here. And there was also, sorry if this is graphic, but there was also like a piece of my scalp that was like hanging that they had to like clip off. It was bad, dude. And then they just put glue over that. Because if they tried to stitch it up, it would have made it look worse. So they just put like this kind of like glue stuff over it. And yeah, I mean, that's the story, man. I mean, we got all the footage we needed. The video ended up looking cool, and it got over 1 million views, which I was like, all right, that made it worth it. It made it worth the ER trip for the 1 million views. You got to do it for the views, you know, you do it for the YouTube. I am now terrified of drones. Anytime I hear that little drone sound, I'm like, no, dude, like, get away from me. So yeah, the moral of the story is be careful when you're flying those drones, because you might accidentally hit a YouTube singer in the head. If you want to watch the full cover, the link is in the description, or it will also be popping up right over here. And you can watch the full video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.